stand for zero discrimination.
My name is James Marchok from KU, and I stand for zero discrimination.
Hello, my name is Devin Onyango, 6th-year medical student from Uzima University. I stand for zero discrimination.
My name is Joy Gadei. I am a 4th-year medical student in MKU, and I stand for zero discrimination against people living with AIDS.
Hello, my name is Anthony Gitao Karanja. I'm the Secretary General for the Medical Students Association of Kenya, a student at Kenya Methodist University, and I stand for zero discrimination for people living with HIV and AIDS.
I am Kyoko Lin, Mount Kenya University. I stand for zero discrimination.
Hi, my name is Miruri Joseph from Kenyatta University, and I stand for zero discrimination.
My name is Jane Gasheri from the University of Nairobi, and I stand for zero discrimination against people living with HIV.
My name is Andrew Chege from Kenyatta University, and I stand for zero discrimination against people living with HIV and AIDS.
So to begin with, we have a global participation online. Like, we can sit here and chat with Malala all the way in UK. And then it's faster. It's so much faster to advocate online. Recent data states that in developed countries, 90% youth use the internet. It also says that there's an equal representation of male and female on the internet. So for once, we had equality on the internet. So whereas men are out there advocating for stuff, equally women are being represented. And the feminist in me is just rejoicing over that.
If someone came out today and said that they're HIV positive, the amount of stories that you hear about how they got the virus or how they had it, probably they're born with it, but the amount of stories that will be circulating about how the HIV came to be falls under the bubble stigma, and this is the one that kills the most because it's the one that emotionally damages a lot of people. There are places where people are banned from joining swimming teams because they believe you're HIV positive and you swim in the same water with the rest of them. You're going to infect them somehow. So they can't join sports, they can't speak, they can't interact with other people.
And so how can we utilize the social media platforms that we have to bridge the gaps that are out there? For instance, we do assume that every young person knows about HIV, but is it true that they know all about HIV? This is the population that as a country we are depending on. Sindio? So stigma is such a big issue that we do. It starts with you. How do you relate to your friends? I know some of them that are not disclose to you. But have that information in mind. In case someone tells you that you have HIV, what do you do? How do you go about it? How do you respond? Are we together? So it's very, very important, especially since we are young people. Because if you discriminate a fellow young person, then do you think they have hope? Maybe when they live in families whereby mzazi ameenda out for kazi, ameenda wiki mbili hajawahi kurudi home, when the best yake anakutrust, alikwambia ukaambiana, it becomes a challenge.
Today we marked the International AIDS Memorial Day, the Nairobi edition, and it was an incredible experience, very educative, very informative, and I think I'll be leaving the workshop becoming a very motivated advocate for zero discrimination towards people living with HIV and AIDS. And this has been a great initiative by IFMSA, and a massive thank you to them for funding the program. I look forward to the next edition to take place in Kisumu, and I'm sure it will be just as exciting and just as informative. So yeah, it's been a great one, so thank you.
SCORA Twaweza is a unique project because it's first of its kind to be undertaken by Medical Student Association of Kenya and a standing committee on reproductive health and rights, including HIV, specifically targeting to reduce discrimination against people living with HIV. Our effort is aimed at bringing stigmatization and discrimination at the bottom level of zero.
This day is one of the many days in which, as medical students, we come together and commemorate, reminisce, and appreciate the fact that as medical students, we have the opportunity to serve people and be able to sensitize them, create awareness, as well as lead in regards to zero discrimination and pushing for zero discrimination for people living with HIV and AIDS.
With over 36.7 million people living with HIV in our world today, we want to stand in solidarity with them to break down all barriers of stigma and discrimination and to give hope to our future generations.
We have a new upcoming surge of HIV and AIDS coming about, and we have seen that a lot of people who are suffering from HIV and AIDS have been discriminated in our society, starting from our institutions, starting from our homes, and even in our communities.
We look for an all-inclusive society where we can all live in harmony without looking down upon other people. We look forward that SCORA Twaweza, within its own limits, will reach as many people as possible to change their attitude and also help them in improve their actions that could lead to people discriminating against people living with HIV.
Earlier on, we were looking at the different forms of discrimination that these people go through, the different forms of stigma, and there's the verbal and the institutional stigma. And evidence and new research suggests that 51% of the new HIV infections happening are among adolescents or youth between 15 and 24 years old, which respectively are people within our universities, within the younger years of school. So today I come before you, I urge all of you, anyone watching this, that to help stop stigma, let's increase the talk about HIV and AIDS. Let's be able to engage people, our students, our health workers, even at the community level. Let's debunk the myths and let's promote this conversation. Let's promote good sexual behaviors. We have condoms being distributed nowadays for free. Are people able to access them? Let's be able to guide them. There are lots of myths in regards to how we can cure HIV. And the truth is the cure has not yet been discovered. But there are people who have lived for 40 years. And discrimination sometimes is the difference between the 40-year-old survivor and the 2-year-old one who dies from full-blown AIDS. So I ask you to stand with me and the rest of the Medical Students Association every day as we work towards this. Let's reduce the stigma and discrimination for people living with HIV and AIDS. So it's a zero discrimination, zero tolerance to discrimination, and I hope you guys share the same views. Thank you.
We want to appreciate our partners who have made this event possible. International Federation for Medical Students Association, IFMSA, for their generous support and sponsorship of this event. We also want to appreciate the Msake Executive Board for the work they have done to make sure and to facilitate this event.
Trial